SV Krishnan, CFO of Redington India joins us now. Mr. Krishnan, good morning and thank you for joining us. Mr. Krishnan, for Redington, 2 years ago it was all about BlackBerry, now it is about Apple. Tell me how the Apple business has done for Redington.
Yeah, good morning to you. Yes, a large part of our business about 2 years back, as you said, was dominated by BlackBerry. And as we saw the degrowth of BlackBerry, we had catched upon the Apple at the right time, and it is helping us in a big way. As you can very clearly see, while there was a dominance of BlackBerry until last year, that BlackBerry has, in a large way, has degrown, and this could be made up by Apple, and we have still grown at a very good rate for this quarter as well as for the first 9 months of this year.
Mr. Krishnan, give us exact numbers. How has Apple contributed in Q3?
I can't give you the exact numbers, but I can say all the products of Apple, be it iPhone, be it iPad, be it the Mac, are doing exceedingly well. And you would remember the Q3 of last year is the time where we started iPhone, and that's the stage where the iPhone 5 got launched, and we had a very big quarter in Q3 of FY13. And as we started, the Q3 of the current year, we were a bit worried because we are supposed to grow from that. And unfortunately, the 5S and the 5C launch, it happened in this quarter, which helped us in terms of growing from the higher base that we have achieved last year, and in also the degrowth that we have seen in BlackBerry. Both have got offset, and still we have grown in Q3.
Have you seen any forex adjustments in the results as well, or have you accounted for or made any forex adjustments?
Good. See, about 50% of our business, in terms of revenue as well as in terms of profits, it happens outside India. And we need to convert every quarter these balance sheets which are in USD into INR, and to that extent there is a translation loss or a gain that would be there. In the current quarter, it's a benefit. It is more a translation. It's not a real forex loss or gain.
Exactly is your relationship with Apple, terms and conditions. Every Apple phone which is sold in India, is that imported by Redington, or you are one of the distributors of Apple?
We are one of the 2 distributors of Apple in India, and we buy locally. It is imported by Apple, and we buy locally, and we sell it to various channel partners across the country.
Our margins are at about 2.5%, and some would argue that 2.5% margins, these are wafer thin margins. If anything goes wrong, margins automatically will erode.
Excellent. See, our margins basically, if you see over a period of time in the distribution industry, has been hovering at about 5 and 6%. And we had managed the cost quite effectively, and one of the important costs is the working capital cost. In Apple, this working capital cost is something which is very minimal because the working capital cycle is almost about a week or 2 and not more, and that helps in terms of reducing the cost. And while I don't want to specifically talk about the percentage margin, while it is comparatively lower, we could still make a better return because of less deployment of working capital in that business.
So BlackBerry is slowing down, Apple is looking up. Which is the next big brand you're betting on?
See, as a distributor, our objective is always to carry all the brands that are there in the marketplace in that specific industry vertical. So, because we are basically a supply chain solution provider, we bring in efficiency. We tell all the vendors that if you can move the products through us, it will be cost effective. So, we don't want to bet on a brand. We want to ensure over a period of time we sign up with all the vendors and we carry all the brands. See, if you see in IT, where we started about 2 decades back, we have all the vendors within the IT system. You can't name a vendor who is not there as part of our vendor portfolio. Since the non-IT journey started about 5-6 years back, we are slowly getting into that. Maybe about couple of years later, you will find all the brands being there, and then after that, it doesn't matter which brand does well, whether the industry does well or not. For example, within IT, if you take in PC,
right, Mr.
we are
Krishnan,
with HP.
You're still not answering my question, sir. Which is the next big brand you're betting on?
We are not betting on any brand. That's
okay.
the message which I want to tell you.
Okay.
We carry all the brands. We would like to carry all the brands and ensure that their product reaches the marketplace on time.
Okay, fair point, Mr. Krishnan. Just very quickly then, the debt amount on your books and the repayment schedule.
Debt as of December 31st is about 1,550 crores, and except for one loan which is for about 300 crores, everything else are short term, which will get repaid in about maximum 3 to 6 months time, and that 300 crore loan which we have taken in Redington, Mauritius, is something that will get paid over a period of next 3 years.
My producer is a big Android fan. He's saying that I'm talking about BlackBerry, Apple. What is happening to the Android market? Can you tell me there what is happening to Samsung?
We are working with multiple vendors in all the geographies that we have. For example, you may know that we are working with Samsung in Africa. So, as I've said, we are not betting on a specific technology or a brand. Yes, Android is doing well, and we are also there as part of this growth in couple of markets across our verticals.
Okay, Mr. Krishnan, good chatting with you. Really appreciate you taking the time out and speaking with us.